See, whenever you ask the man, right, Yogi ji, that okay, like you are a saint, why are you enjoying politics? That's how media ask the question. Why are you? मतलब आप मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगा इसको. आप राजनीति का आनंद क्यों ले रहे हैं? राजनीति को भोग क्यों रहे हैं? Right? And his answer is very straightforward. He says, as an MP, as the Mahant of the Mutt, I used to serve the people of my constituency, people of the eastern Uttar Pradesh. Now I have a bigger lever to help people of Uttar Pradesh. Politics or chief ministership gives me a bigger canvas to help the people of Uttar Pradesh. Right? So for me, politics or chief ministership is just a way to how can I help people, right? And that's his lifestyle is. He gets up at 4, he goes till 11:30, 12 o'clock, and his only work is social work, political work, government work. There's no other chutti, there's no holiday. His only holiday in some big puja days, he goes back to Gorakhpur, does his pujas, and there also he carries his files, his work continues, right? But you asked a very interesting question, what the saintly qualities add to the governance, right? I'll give you 2-3 examples. So the first file, and I documented that in my new book in the first chapter, the first file that came to him, Sharan, was to buy a new car for him, right? That okay, a new luxury car will be bought and we need your signature, it will be bought for you.
Right.
Why? He said, because when Mayawati ji came as a chief minister, she got us buy Land Cruiser for her, and that costed 1 crore and the bulletproofing, etc. So, okay, that was the trend. And when Akhilesh Yadav came, he made us buy 2 Mercedes cars, Mercedes SUVs, and the bulletproofing and all, it costed 7 crores to the exchequer. And that's the trend that every chief minister starts his office with a new luxury car for himself, right? Or his entourage, right? In the name of safety, right? He said, what happened to the old cars? Because these are robust cars. Their life is like 15, 20 years. He said, they are there, they're lying. He said, I'll use the same cars. Right? I don't want to spend this 7-10 crores of public exchequer. He said, but can you make a small change? He said, yes, it'll cost maybe 200 rupees. He said, what? He said, change the cover of my seat to a saffron color. That will remind me of my tyag. That will remind me of that this seat is only for me to serve the people, not for me to enjoy. And now you can imagine, this is only a saint can bring this, right? That only, okay, can you spend 200 rupees on the car and change the seat cover to saffron so that it will remind me of the feeling of tyag every moment, that this seat is given to me to serve the people, not to enjoy this seat, right? That's example number 1. I'll tell you one more example. Akhilesh Yadav in 2016, I think maybe he sensed that he will never become the chief minister again. Because you know what he did? He passed a law in the assembly that every chief minister will get a house for lifetime in Lucknow. Right? As if he will never become the chief minister again. He was doing almost like lifetime planning for himself, right? His superannuation planning, right? And fortunately, Supreme Court quashed that in 2018, right? And Yogi ji said, yeah, like why we need for that position, we were fine. We should get a house while we are the chief minister. While you're serving. And Supreme Court also said the same. And then every chief minister also has to vacate the house. All of them, the previous one like Rajnath ji, they gracefully left the house. But what Akhilesh Yadav did was really, really dirty. Like it seems he made a swimming pool he destroyed that, he took the taps out. A lot of people call him Toti Chor, but rightly so. So people say he put his own expensive like bathroom fitting. I'm saying, what? Like, leave them, or maybe replace it with some low quality ones at least, right? Like he destroyed the whole house, has left, as if like in a grudge. Oh, you made me leave the house and I'll show you now, right? Like as if it's like a 5-year-old boy whose toys he snatched, right? So I think you can imagine. Now I'm contradicting like how a saint behave and how someone who just want to latch on to this, satta, right? I'll give you one more example. VP Singh, who also became our prime minister, he was also the chief minister of UP, right? When he was the chief minister of UP, a very bizarre law he passed, right? That chief minister and ministers of UP will not pay income tax. Their income tax will be paid by the government, right? Whatever the income tax, right? Yeah. So they will, because the MLAs are poor, right? They're not, maybe that time that was but that's not the flavor today, right? Mayawati ji files almost 100 crores of income in her papers, in legitimate papers, right? Akhilesh Yadav and wife files almost 30-40 crores of legitimate income in their election papers, right? They never thought about it. When Yogi realized it, and Yogi ji went through every budget headers, right? What are we paying in last 5 years, right? And he said, why are we paying ministers income tax? Like they are able enough. When even a poorest of the poor can pay income tax, why can't government? Why can't me, chief minister, and my ministers can pay? And he removed that law, which was carrying from last 40 years. He just removed that one strike, right? So a lot of this discipline, right, that you have to come to office at 9 o'clock. First call from Akhilesh Yadav time used to go to officers at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right? And now the first call comes to officer at 7:38, right? So the whole
culture
culture of Uttar Pradesh has changed, right? Earlier, Sharan, the cabinet road, you know how the cabinet meeting used to work? Akhilesh Yadav used to sign the cabinet road, and he used to go to house of every cabinet minister to get signed. Now every cabinet meeting happens during Corona. Also, it happened in Zoom, and all debate, counter debate happens, and then only cabinet notes are signed. Right? So whole culture of UPA change, and this is what Saint have added to it. What is the Saint has added to it? So yeah, there are multiple examples. I just shared you few of them. My book is filled with such example. A saintly quality which he bring himself, he being a saint, brings to the governance of Uttar Pradesh.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.